Ladies and gentlemen, entering from the right of the auditorium, please welcome the educational leaders and special guests of ArtCenter College of Design. ArtCenter is pleased to recognize our distinguished faculty. Entering from the center aisles, please welcome the Spring 2017 graduating class. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the president of ArtCenter College of Design, Dr. Lorne Buckman.
Good morning, one and all. It is an absolute privilege to welcome you to the Pasadena Civic Auditorium to honor and celebrate this brilliant graduating class of spring 2017. Today is Earth Day. Yeah. Today in Washington and in hundreds of cities across the globe, including right here in Pasadena, there's the March for Science. Today, good for science, yeah. Give it up for science. Today's also your graduation. We join together, therefore, for the earth, for science, but especially for you and for art and design in celebration of your fine achievements. For me, today's graduation is also different from any other in which I have participated. It is different because I am troubled about our times, about the world you are entering. I haven't lost any sense of wonder or joyous possibility, but I am distressed, apprehensive, feeling protective of the vulnerable among us, of the earth itself. I think you, graduates of spring 2017, are emerging now from ArtCenter with a special responsibility, a perhaps inconvenient obligation to labor for change, to defend truth, to be transformational in your work through the empathy and creative skill you have so beautifully honed. In every graduation, I am always hopeful, always proud, always energized with a belief in the gifts of our students. But I don't think I have ever before felt so compelled to call on our graduates to take action in a world that cries for help. Today in Washington, Jane Hirshfield, distinguished writer and chancellor of the Academy of American Poets, will read, possibly simultaneous with these very graduation ceremonies, an absolutely stunning poem she recently composed to be included in the March for Science. It has been widely published, and I'm sure many of you have seen it. I want to read that poem here, now, with you, for you, in harmony with her and all of us who care about our planet on this Earth Day, who care about speaking truth. The poem is called On the Fifth Day. On the fifth day, the scientists who studied the rivers were forbidden to speak or to study the rivers. The scientists who studied the air were told not to speak of the air, and the ones who worked for the farmers were silenced, and the ones who worked for the bees. Someone from deep in the Badlands began posting facts. The facts were told not to speak and were taken away. The facts, surprised to be taken, were silent. Now it was only the rivers that spoke of the rivers, and only the wind that spoke of its bees, while the unpausing factual buds of the fruit trees continued to move toward their fruit. The silence spoke loudly of silence, and the rivers kept speaking of rivers of boulders and air in gravity, earless and tongueless, the untested rivers kept speaking. Bus drivers, shelf stockers, code writers, machinists, accountants, lab techs, cellists kept speaking. They spoke the fifth day of silence. For all that you as artists are the bedrock of our civilization, guiding us with your voice, holding us true with your questions. For all that you as designers are the problem solvers we so desperately need. For all that every one of you will emerge as our spark of passion and discovery and learning. For all that you graduating today can speak with your films, your photography, your illustrations, your entrepreneurial soul, your car designs, your projects, your environments, your graphics, your imaginative and entertaining stories and creatures, your ads, your mind-blowing technology, your paintings, your installations, for all that you can join in spirit with two great human beings on this stage, Janice Feldman and Story Musgrave, receiving honorary doctorates for their cutting-edge work, their courage, their limitless imagination, and their deep commitment to the earth, to its resources, to values of sustainability. For all that the rivers and the air and the bees call out to you, for the tongueless that crave voice, for the silent facts that must be heard. Speak, act, engage, influence, change. To paraphrase the brilliant Jonathan Sacks, an army can defend a country, but only a great education, a creative education, can defend a civilization. This is your work. This is your time. This is the need. This is the world that clamors for you and for what you can do. I congratulate you all, and from the bottom of my heart, believe in you. My apprehension eased because of you. Congratulations to all, and thank you. I would now like to introduce the educational leadership of ArtCenter, as well as some special guests who are with us today. Please stand when I call your name. In the audience, ArtCenter trustees Elise Williamson, Doug Boyd, Richard Holbrook, Sam Mann. On the stage, Janice Feldman, recipient of an honorary doctorate degree today. Story Musgrave, our second honorary doctorate recipient and today's graduation speaker. Michelle Kim, president of ArtCenter Student Government. Ray Coralico, associate provost of Student Affairs and dean of students. Wendy Adess, chair, integrated studies. Mariana Amatulo, Vice President, Design Matters. Guillaume Aritos, Chair, Entertainment Design. Ann Burdick, Chair, Graduate Media Design Practices. Ann Field, Chair, Illustration. Gary Goldsmith, Chair, Advertising. Nick Hoffermas, Chair, Graduate and Undergraduate Graphic Design. I like to talk about the people who give easy A's in the college, and they get, Karen Hoffman, Chair of Product Design. Yeah, it's another one, yeah. Dennis Keeley, Chair, Photography and Imaging. Tom Nechtel, Chair, Fine Art. Ross Lamanna, Chair, Graduate and Undergraduate Film. David Makarsky, Chair, Graduate and Undergraduate Environmental Design. Andy Ogden, Chair, Graduate Industrial Design. Stuart Reed, Chair, Graduate and Undergraduate Transportation Design. Jason Smith, Chair, Graduate Art. Dana Walker-Jewick, Managing Director, Public Programs. And Jeff Wardle, Executive Director, Graduate Transportation Systems and Design. Please join me in a warm round of applause in acknowledgement of their influence and leadership. I would also like to recognize another vital group of individuals whose daily contributions are at the heart of the educational process. Without the fine faculty of ArtCenter, the caliber of work produced by our students would not be possible, and we owe them our gratitude for their dedicated efforts in the classroom. Would all current and former ArtCenter faculty please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause in acknowledgement of our faculty and their crucial contribution to the educational process. Now, several of our graduates come to us from a variety of international countries, with families and friends attending today from across the globe, including Bahrain, Canada, India, Indonesia, Iran, Israel, Kazakhstan, Kuwait, Malaysia, Mexico, New Zealand, People's Republic of China, Singapore, South Korea, Taiwan, Thailand, Turkey, Venezuela, and Zimbabwe. We welcome those of you who have traveled from abroad. We ask that you stand and be recognized, please. Any of you who have come to see your students from abroad, welcome. All right, now, so in the same spirit, it's important to recognize that all of our graduates today are part of a larger whole, of families gathered here, fathers and mothers, grandparents, spouses, lovers, partners, aunts, uncles, sisters, brothers, friends of all kind who have supported our graduates in their journey. Can I ask all of you, all graduates today, can you please rise for a moment? And I would like you to turn around and thank those who supported you and helped you and guided you and made this experience possible for you. Give them your appreciation. All right. Are we having fun now? Is it good? All right, so now I'd like to give you a quick overview of our program this afternoon. We will begin with the presentation of our Student Leadership Award, then remarks from our valedictorian. We will then go ahead with the presentation of our honorary degrees, followed by the graduation address, and finally we move to the conferral of degrees to our graduating students. So let's get started. Please welcome Ray Coralico, Associate Provost of Student Affairs and Dean of Students, to present the Student Leadership Award. Ray?
Thank you, Lauren. Good morning, everyone. Graduation is always a remarkable time for us to gather and honor a community of makers. Each of you in this semester's graduating class has made it here to this point by not only making many creative works, but also by making your life, forging your path, following your passions, exploring your interests, and asking your questions. The intention of the Student Leadership Award is to recognize a member of the graduating class who has created something else. This award honors someone whom other students, faculty, and staff have witnessed not only making great works with demonstrable skills, but more importantly, someone who has made a real and lasting impact on the lives of others, and someone whose actions have made the campus a better educational environment and a more thriving community. This semester's recipient of the Student Leadership Award was cited in multiple nominations for his talent to produce great work as he realized his own academic and professional goals, like each of you, but most significantly, for facilitating the creative process with other individuals and with other groups of people. Through his involvement in ArtCenter student government, in new student orientation, in study away programs, in the NASA Design Symposium workshops, and working as a teaching assistant, founding a club, and helping create a new class in our curriculum, he actively engaged and included others. He anticipated and addressed needs. He applied creative problem solving and critical thinking, and he guided and inspired others. In short, while he was making himself, he made all of us better too. It is my honor to present the Summer 2017 Student Leadership Award to a gifted maker from product design, Jeff Smith.
Wow, this is pretty cool. All right, so it's pretty amazing to think about how many events had to happen in order for all of us to be in this room together right now. I always love moments like this because they make me so vividly aware of the web of connections that exists in every one of our lives. My journey to this room began in 2006 when I was a junior in high school. I think a lot of my colleagues at ArtCenter would be surprised to know that I admittedly was not the most enthusiastic student. I was the type who would obnoxiously ask my math teacher, "When are we ever going to use this?" I'm sure my parents could tell you many stories. One might be that the dean of students at my high school told me in a one-on-one meeting that if I was unhappy at school, maybe I should consider dropping out. True story. In stark contrast to that, there was one class in high school whose relevancy I never questioned: ceramics. It's true. While many people were pushing me to find a realistic direction for my life, my ceramics teacher, Tom Cruise, no, not that Tom Cruise, noticed my passion for working with clay. One day, Mr. Cruise asked me if I wanted to learn how to throw clay on the wheel, which was something that only the more advanced students were allowed to do, and of course, I said yes. He handed me a few books and let me borrow a VHS tape of a wheel-throwing demo, and within a few weeks, I got my first wheel-thrown mug back from the kiln. I was absolutely hooked. To me, there was something almost magical about the process of playing with mud, baking it in fire, and voila, you have something you can drink coffee out of. 3 years after graduating from high school, I was taking classes at a community college, still without a clear direction in my academic life, when a friend of my parents noticed one of my mugs in our kitchen. When asked about it, I told him, "I wish there was some kind of job where you could get paid to make beautiful, functional things all day." He smiled and said, "You should check out ArtCenter." I very clearly recall the feeling I had after my first week of classes at ArtCenter. Aside from the sheer terror and panic, I felt something that I had never felt at a school before, a sense of belonging. All of the work that I've done at ArtCenter, both inside and outside of the classroom, has been motivated by the feeling that for the first time in my life, I was exactly where I needed to be. And never, for 1 second, have I taken that for granted. When I found out that I was going to receive the Student Leadership Award, I thought about a concept Malcolm Gladwell calls the myth of the lone genius. Simply put, people often talk about leaders becoming successful because of their raw talent or hard work, but people often overlook or are unaware of the opportunities that were given to that person throughout their life. I'm being recognized for ArtCenter's Student Leadership Award, but if Tom Cruise never recognized my passion, I would have never thrown a mug. If a friend hadn't asked me about a mug, I might never have heard of product design. If my parents hadn't supported me attending design school, I wouldn't have applied to ArtCenter. If Karen Hoffman hadn't seen some tiny glimmer of hope in the strangely shaped autonomous lawnmower that I had in my entrance portfolio, I would have never been accepted. If my wife, Emily, hadn't driven me to school during finals week so I could sleep in the car, or supported my decision to spend time on student government, study abroad in Singapore for 4 months, and then intern in San Francisco for another 4 months while she stayed in LA and worked, I would not be standing here today. When I think about the future, I think about how our roles as designers and artists is changing. I've seen it just in the 4 years that I've been at ArtCenter. We are increasingly being asked to not just create a sexy sketch or a pretty picture, we are being asked to rethink the very experiences and institutions that shape the lives of everyone on this planet. And I love that that's my job. I love that my job is to give people opportunities to succeed in whatever they need to accomplish. I love that we live in a world where there's a profession that not only creates beautiful functional objects, but also really thinks about every aspect of our society and how we can make it a smarter, safer, more inclusive place. I am proud to be a graduate of a school that gives us the tools to make that world a reality. To paraphrase Maya Angelou, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. My hope is that years from now, when we might not remember the critiques or specific assignments, we will remember the friends, family, and ArtCenter professors who made us feel like we can change the world. Let's continue to seize the opportunities that are given to us, and always remember to give opportunities to others. Our web of connections is infinite. Thank you, ArtCenter students, faculty, and staff for an amazing 4 years, and congratulations, class of spring 2017.
Wow, beautifully done. Now I'd like to invite our valedictorian to the stage, who is graduating from the Fine Art Department, having maintained a cumulative GPA of 3.953. Yeah, that's good. The highest of the spring 2017 graduating class. Please join me in welcoming our valedictorian, Elliot Eames Saranen, to the stage to address his classmates.
Hi. Congratulations, Jeff. Growing up in Hollywood, I'd ride on the 101 freeway to school and back every day. I used to look at the sound walls, foliage, and bridges while the radio played Sublime. In my teenage years, I was defiant, angry, and confused like a lot of us were. I would blow off high school to go smoke weed and skateboard with friends. In the beginning of 11th grade, I was on a class trip and tried to pass a joint to our music teacher, but he wasn't as chill as I thought I imagined. The moment I stepped off the bus, I was immediately expelled. I spent the next year homeschooling to complete my my California high school equivalency exam, and I got a job working construction. I certainly didn't feel smart. These years were an absolute blur, and I only have a vague recollection of the events that actually took place. I had been ostracized from my community at school and found myself being embraced by others who were at odds with society. This period of my life was fueled with drugs, alcohol, low self-esteem, and low expectations for myself. The 101 South has an exit for the Hollywood Bowl at Highland, and the sign that signals the exit is placed on a bridge. The sign is directly underneath the bridge, and in 2007, 10 years ago, I found myself climbing down onto that same freeway sign I passed every day coming home from school. I had a backpack filled with spray paint and a pint of Cuddy Sark. It was about 4 in the morning and the sky was drizzling. As I climbed down into the structure, I slipped and fell onto the freeway. My intention was to get behind the sign and paint it from the back. Once I was in there, I would reach around the side, around to slide my backpack over my shoulders to begin painting. I grab for one of the rustos, and as I bring it out of my pack, it slips out of my hand. In an attempt to try and catch it, I lost my footing and my body slipped through the beams. I slammed into the pavement with conviction. The crazy moment for me in this wasn't necessarily the fall, but the adrenaline that came with it. I felt alive, and with all of my strength, I scrambled to get the hell off that freeway. Luckily, there weren't any cars coming, and at that very moment, because on multiple levels, I should have died that morning. I climbed back into my mom's car and began drinking until I blacked out. And then bam, the airbag of the car explodes in my face. I open my door and see a pyramid. I crashed so hard into these parked cars along the street that one of them lifted onto the other and created what looked like a mixture of a bailed automobile and fine art. These years were really rough. It got to the point where I would try and talk with my mom and I physically couldn't. I'd been putting so many substances in my body that I lost the ability to articulate my thoughts and feelings. I would see my mom and she would try and talk to me, but I couldn't speak coherently, and then she would cry. In February 2007, about a month after my fall, I was looking at a 2-year jail sentence. I served a small portion of that and was transferred into a behavioral modification program. I spent 15 months in that program and had all of my freedoms stripped. That was the beginning of an extraordinary shift in my life. Today I stand before you in complete and utter disbelief. The reason I mention this story is, one, to remind myself of just how hard I've worked to get here, and the other, to hopefully reach others who have had a rough path as well. I can speak for myself in saying that I never thought I would be graduating college, and definitely not making this speech. The educational systems that I was familiar with did not encourage thinking outside of the box, and certainly did not encourage creativity. With that being said, I want to thank all of the individuals at ArtCenter that have supported me and mentored me and provided this. I want to thank my family for standing behind me through thick and thin. I love you guys. Look at me now, Mom. That's wherever she is. Sash, Dad, I love you guys. A special thanks to Dolores, you're amazing. I want to thank Natalie, who encouraged me after several debates to take this leap into this education. You were right, I love you. And I want to give you a shout out to my buddies Brian, Jordan, Duke, Little Ray, Charlie, Becky. I love you guys. Congratulations to the graduating class, and thank you.
Wow, thank you, thank you. Incredibly touching honesty, and indeed, look at me now, Mom. Wow, beautiful. And now, issuing honorary degrees is a way for ArtCenter to celebrate distinguished individuals who have made a lasting contribution to the field of art, design, and the world around us. Today, we are issuing 2 such degrees, and it is my pleasure to invite alumnus and trustee Richard Holbrook to introduce our first honorary degree recipient. Richard?
Those are really bright lights. It is my great pleasure to introduce Janice Feldman. I can tell it would be no overstatement to say that Janice Feldman is legendary in the outdoor furniture industry. Over the past 35 years, she's used her considerable talents as an artist, designer, and entrepreneur to create one of the most respected brands in contemporary lifestyle furnishings and accessories. Starting off in 1978, right here in the Pacific Design Center, Janice evolved a sales representation business into a powerhouse of design, sourcing, manufacturing, and sales and marketing. Her products are refined, elegant, innovative, and the portfolio she's curated truly represents the namesake of her brand, the two-headed Roman god Janus, looking both backward to honor the past and forward to embrace the future. As a fellow designer working in the same industry as Janice, it has always been impressive for me to see the level of quality and refinement she achieves. Her brand communications, as you can see in the video playing behind me, represent her unique sense of style and her vision for a world filled with beauty and grace. While the success of Janice AC and the recent acquisition of her company by Hayworth represent the culmination of her many years of hard work, her journey started right here at ArtCenter. Although she was unable to complete her studies here, she has said that ArtCenter made a very big impression on her and inspired her to pursue a life in design. I think you will all agree that she certainly represents the qualities that ArtCenter and its students aspire to: an ambitious pursuit of excellence, the conviction that design and art truly matter, and that determination can make all the difference between success and failure. Janice is an inspiration for all of us who believe that great design can also be great business. And as a woman working in a field dominated by men, I think she's an inspiration for other women who believe anything should be possible, regardless of their gender. Janice and Lauren, would you please come up?
The trustees of ArtCenter College of Design have conferred upon Janice Feldman the honorary degree of Doctor of Fine Arts with all the rights and privileges and honors pertaining thereto, and given under the seal of the college at Pasadena by the authority vested in the trustees by the state of California on April 22, 2017. Congratulations, Janice. There you go. I think I'm going to take a picture of it.
Wow.
There she is.
Thank you. Thank you. My goodness. You know, when I was first told that this was going to happen, I didn't actually realize how profound of an experience it's become. And I want to thank you, Lauren, especially, and Michael Warsaw, and the faculty, and all the new friends that I've made in this very short time, because the experience is really quite transforming. And I've made a lot of wonderful new friends, and I want to give great thanks to my history, my amazing parents. Some of you here today knew my extraordinary mother, Leah, who always said you can do anything, from when I was a little girl. And I bestow that upon all of you graduates today. You can do anything. You need to look at all the possibilities of life and turn it into a reality. A couple of other words that I want you to think about today are to focus, never give up, because life is not simple. Building a business has been a challenge. It's taken me a long time, but if you stick with it and you have a vision of where you're going, you can get there. I want to also thank my amazing husband who puts up with my extraordinary compulsive work habits. Many of you know I stay up quite late, and he's really, really supportive of that. I want to thank all of those who are here today from my extraordinary company who helped me build a truly amazing business, which is now global. I started this business from nothing, and today we employ hundreds of people and thousands of people doing craft for us all over the world. I'm very proud of that. Remember also that when you go out into life to pay attention to the people. We all have ideas, but it is the people, you and the people around you, that will make things happen. Products, of course, influence everybody, how we live, and I'm proud that the business that I've created has influenced the lives of how people live in their homes, in their offices, in all types of built environments. So think about how you want to live. That's another message that I'd like you all to have today. I thank also my wonderful suppliers who have come here from all over the world to support this wonderful day and to meet so many of you. They have come to understand my obsession with doing things well. They put up with my pushing for that extra detail, and it is those extra details that really do make a difference. Remember that Mies van der Rohe said, God is in the details. It's true, but also God is in the idea. So think about the ideas and make them right. The other thing that's very important to pay attention to is while ideas can be new, pay a lot of attention to what has happened in history. You can learn a lot from what's gone on before you. And sometimes I find that people just want to do only something that's never been done before, but you can leverage and learn a lot from what has been done before. ArtCenter helped me form my life. It continues to influence me today, actually more than I thought it would. It's pretty amazing, and I hope to be involved with the school going forward on a different level. It's been a long time since I've been connected here. I went to the 3rd Street campus. That was a long time ago. And if you can imagine, when I went to school, girls were not allowed to wear pants or open-toed shoes. And boys couldn't have sideburns below their ears. This was an art school. But how have times changed in 38 years? I left ArtCenter before graduating. Not because it wasn't a phenomenal experience, but because I was a born entrepreneur. I wanted to make a difference in the world, and I was anxious to get out and learn life. I was anxious to get out and make money. And by the way, don't ever apologize for making money. It's kind of become an unpopular topic in certain roles of the world, and I want to tell you that you can change the world if you do well. And I do. I have been asked by many people, how long does it take to get a doctorate? I say 38 years. No easy task. The road to perfection has not been easy. People tend to think that I've always just had this beautiful company and always done these great things, but it's been a long ladder. It's been tough. Along the way, I encourage you all to be generous. Pay attention to the people that will help you. And don't ever become full of yourself. Be modest. It'll help you too. Tap into your intuition. It's a God-given gift, and today we eclipse a lot of how we feel about things. We need to tap into those feelings, and we need to use those feelings to go forward in our lives. Your spiritual self is something that you have in your vessel. And from the spirit, from your heart, you will find your greatest creativity. Follow your heart. Follow your spiritual self. Pay attention to the world around you all the time. You will find inspiration in the most amazing things. That last photograph that Richard was showing of me holding a trout was when I was fishing in New Zealand last year, and as soon as I took that unbelievable rainbow trout out of the water, which I did release, by the way, I saw the spots on his beautiful back. And from that and that moment in time, I ended up designing an extraordinary textile collection. And we've just come out with this beautiful new line from all the images of what I saw in nature in New Zealand, including the trout. Do what you are best at. If you find that you love something, seek that. Don't try to go right, don't try to go left. If you find where your center is, you will excel. I promise you will excel, and it will give you a happy and healthy life. I feel so grateful that I've been able to build a business on art. People always say, you're a painter. You started out as a painter. Yes, I did, but I was able to turn my creativity into the business of design, which is something pretty fabulous. So don't ever apologize for being in the business of design. Remember, you're young and you don't necessarily value time yet. As you proceed in your life, you'll start to realize that time is much more valuable than money. You can never make more time. Yesterday is history. It's gone. You can always make more money, so use your time wisely. It is a precious, precious asset. If you are happy with your work, you will always have what you need. I said earlier on I was ambitious, I was entrepreneurial, but I never worried about the money because I was happy the money came. I did good work, that's a fact. I was obsessed. Remember that design influences everything we do today, and it will even more in the future. We had a few examples already of things that we know influence us, but design really is in everything we do. I want to close with a simple statement that I made a few years ago, and that is that design is both a blessing and a curse, because to do it well, you must be obsessed. And I tell you, if you make it your obsession, it will become your calling. And I encourage you all to make it your calling. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Janice. And now I'd like to invite Andy Ogden, Chair of Graduate Industrial Design, to introduce our second honorary degree recipient and today's graduation speaker. Andy?
Thank you, Lauren. It is my privilege to introduce Dr. Story Musgrave as our second honorary degree recipient and today's graduation speaker. Story's life accomplishments are simply extraordinary, and he's not done yet. He's an accomplished pilot, surgeon, mechanic, poet, designer, chemist, physiologist, philosopher, and father. His early life as a Massachusetts farm boy was not an easy one, but it forged his unique ability to sense situations, identify positive outcomes, and creatively solve problems. Story joined the Marines in his teens, and he became an aircraft electrician and mechanic. Although he never graduated from high school, his record of achievement impressed a college dean to allow him to start a continuum of formal education that would ultimately become 16 years of college. Story has 7 graduate degrees in math, computer science, chemistry, medicine, physiology, literature, and psychology. He has published numerous scientific papers and has been awarded 20 honorary doctorates. As a pilot for over 55 years, he accumulated more than 18,000 hours in over 160 aircraft, with over 7,500 of those hours in jet aircraft. Oh, and did I mention Story is one of NASA's most experienced astronauts. With a career spanning 30 years, he flew on 6 space shuttle missions for a total of 1,200 hours, including 27 hours spent outside of the vehicle. He was also the lead communicator on the ground for 25 other missions. Story participated in the design and development of all space shuttle spacewalking equipment, including spacesuits, life support systems, airlocks, and manned maneuvering units. He performed the first shuttle spacewalk on Challenger's maiden flight, and the whole world watched Story as the lead spacewalker on the Hubble telescope repair mission. To enrich his experiences throughout his career with NASA, he captured the essence of spaceflight through a variety of mediums, including photography, poetry, and personal experiments. Story has simply never stopped trying to learn more, and he has always been in the game. You can see his current activities on his LinkedIn site. No, seriously, you got to Google this guy. And what you'll see is now he is a producer, director, writer, and performing artist. He's a neurophysiologist and board member for Magic Leap, artist, designer, and engineer for Applied Minds. Proud to say he's a professor of industrial design and professional development at ArtCenter. And at the very top of the list, he's a devoted father of a 10-year-old daughter. Story has been a designer. Story's been a designer and problem solver since his early childhood. He is a rare type of individual known as a polymath. His mastery of multiple domains of knowledge and the breadth of his life experiences make him uniquely capable to see synergies across different fields and uniquely qualified to teach others powerful lessons about cross-disciplinary creative thinking. He has generously given us his time and shared his knowledge, wisdom, and life experiences with our students as a professor in the Grad ID program for over the past 12 years. We are privileged to know him as a great friend, colleague, and our teacher. He's an ongoing inspiration of human achievement for all of us to celebrate. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Story Musgrave.
I gave Andy the supreme design challenge to introduce Story within 2 minutes, so beautiful job. All right, Story. The trustees of ArtCenter College of Design have conferred upon Story Musgrave the honorary degree of Doctor of Fine Arts with all the rights and privileges and honors pertaining thereto, and given under the seal of the college at Pasadena by the authority vested in the trustees by the state of California on April 22, 2017. Congratulations, Story Musgrave.
ArtCenter, I love you. Hey, you kids, can I call you kids? I always get permission first. When you get to be 30, you're going to be loved calling the kids. But kids is a compliment, because at kids, that's your rapid speed ahead, your development, your imagination, you're thinking about things. So, Andy, Stan, Wook, and you kids, I would not be here without you. You do know you kids. It's why I got this honor. This honor means more to me, sir, than any honor I've ever gotten. It's meaningful to me. I care more about this one. I've been with you for 12 years. I looked up my significant emails. I've been doing that for 12 years. And so you ArtCenter, you are my background music for what I'm doing today. You are my immersion in the future. Everything I do in life is, is ArtCenter. That's my background. So, this is the topic. You kids know about that? Okay, here we go. I got endless lessons for you. I'm going to give you life scenarios, but that's not the message. The message is, it's a metaphor. I'm going to talk about it's an allegory. Okay, kids, if you're not having fun in this life, turn it in and get another. Got it? Now, fun is important. You got to look in the mirror. And fun is important for your family. And I guarantee you, whatever you choose to do in life, you must have fun at it to perfect it. Janice says, it is passion, it is heart, and it is spirit. Fun. And so what we're going to talk about, Jeff Smith, we're going to talk about opportunities. Where are you, Jeff? Yes, sir. It's about opportunities and giving other people opportunities. So what is life? Life is one opportunity after another. Life is August 23rd for y'all. You're in a transition period. You're leaving here, and what are you going to do tomorrow? Remember, let the passion and the heart in your dreams lead you forward. Do what you love and love what you do. That's it. So let the emotions push you forward. That's what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about moving forward. Life is one opportunity after another. Your passion leads you there. Okay, I'm on some playing field. What are the rules of this game? How do I get to the finish line? How do I figure this place out? How do I get the job done? How do I learn from it? Every single thing you ever did, learn from it. Believe me, if you did fast food at the age of 15, I love you. But don't you forget you did that, because you learned something. You go forward from there, take it with you. You take ArtCenter with you. You interact with it, you engage with it, and you keep it with you so that everything you have learned here goes with you, and you can apply it to your future selves. Okay, that's what we're up to, about going forward. That is the posture of exploration. Hey, my man, Janice, that's called engagement and interaction. You said it last night. You stole half of my program today. Engagement and interaction. That guarantees the outcome is going to be good. Your emotions are in it. Engagement and interaction. That is me 80 years ago on my farm in western Massachusetts, an explorer. Curiosity, awe, and wonder, excitement, interaction with the environment. I was in the forest alone at the age of 3 at night. I explored that kind of possibility. This is my front yard. The house and the barn is looking down a hill to the Housatonic River, you see there. That's my first tractor, an F-20. Well, at the age of 6, I don't know how to drive the tractor yet, but I want to be like the big folks. So I jump on the tractor one day, and I'm pretending to drive it. Unfortunately, it's aimed toward the river, and I hit the brake, I release the brake, and me and the tractor go in the river. Drowning is the least of my problems. I hope I do drown, because my old man, not nice under any circumstances, are going to get worse. So, it was a dumb thing to do. Believe me, kids, I'm not dumb enough to tell them I did this. So the tractor go missing. It's below the water. I have a problem in critical thinking. I have to tell the world where the tractor is and don't tell them I did that. That is difficult, okay? But there's some wooden lawn furniture there by the house. I look at the wooden lawn furniture, I'm looking at the river, and I said, my goodness, I went down to the barn, I got a chain. So I took this lawn furniture and I chained it to the tractor. So the lawn furniture floating in the river. The old man says that, it's weird as heck, but I gotta go get it. He can't get it, it's chained to something. That's the way I showed him where the tractor is without telling him I did that. So. Now, the farmhands had to take all the heat. He beat up on the farmhands. Now, privately, the farmhands told me, Story Musgrave, you're one brilliant kid, you know. So that's it. That's my whole life. It's called figure it out, get the job done, and keep moving. That's the kind of life I had. Okay, Elliot. Life ain't easy, Elliot. I can't say as rough as you did, but life ain't easy. So, this is a baler 1943 you're looking at right there. That's a baler, and the farmhand up there, he's trying to make it tie the knots. That's the twine knots, but he's not going to succeed at that. That baler 43 won't tie the knots. You know who's going to tie the knots? Who's going to tie the knots is me. I'm going to tie the knots on needle nose pliers. And dust so heavy I can't even see my own hands, and if I don't get my hands out of there, I'm going to leave them in the machine permanently. Who is Story Musgrave? I'm a product of child labor. You always look back to your kids. Now, child labor is incredibly important. It's you're going to find out it's who I am today. I'm child labor. And so, I did learn at 9, I drove every tractor and truck in the place. You know what that's all about? There's a truck going down the road, and the state police stop the truck. There's no head. They can't say head driving the truck. So they stop that truck, open the door. Young man, you can't be 16. I'm 12, sir. Be careful, son. Just be careful. Okay, so, and there's a bunch of farmers driving airplanes. There's a big pasture out there, and it's not an airport. They got a shed, they got a fuel tank, but I went to work. What do I do in life? I work. I jump in. As Janice, I engage myself and I go to work. So this kid's working on everything, and so the farmer started flying me with him. One day the farmer lands, and he's getting out of the airplane. I said, where are you going, sir? He says, have a nice ride, Story. I guess he means I should take it by myself. Okay, that's when my flying career began, right there. Okay, my farm went under, it went broke. So building Massachusetts Turnpike, I got into heavy equipment at the age of 16. There you go. And I was very good. Hey, kids, when you learned something as a child, it wired you. It's very, you know, you got a great skier. When did you take up skiing before I could walk? It's very important. When you learn stuff as a kid, you got it totally different because it is wiring you, forming you up. So I went fast with this construction equipment, but we finished the turnpike, I'm out of a job. And I never finished high school. Of course I never finished high school. So I'm very glad NASA, all the sophisticated educational requirements you got to have, they never asked about high school diploma. High school diploma. And so we finished. I'm out of a job and I got no education. When you're out of a job and you got no education, this is what you do here. So, but a lesson I got forward is keep going forward. Just keep doing anything. Okay, that's a lesson. And so the president there, he says the important part of your lesson is just do something. Keep moving down that road, do something. And so the other way you got in the Marine Corps back then, the judge told you go to prison or go in the Marines. And so that's the way it worked out. But today they're professionals. So what are the Marines going to do? They're going to make me a mechanic, already a mechanic. I was incredibly good with the Marines. That's 3,000 horsepower because I'm creative in the machinery, but also I got the discipline of never touching it unless it's by the book. That's my beauty. That's my sweet little bird out there. Now, within months, I became a crew chief. I coordinate the other maintenance. I'm responsible for putting the green check mark, this airplane is airworthy to go to war. I'm doing that at the age of 18, Private Musgrave. So responsibility, you notice, this is K-6 Korea. I went on board a carrier, straight deck, and that's my motor, and that is my pilot. And we flew them off just before the catapults. And man, my motor's got to perform, you're going to end up here. So my motor's, so that's the responsibility that I got. I ended up in Hawaii, but I have to leave the Marines. I got no education. I got to leave, get some education to go somewhere. And one of the pilots liked Syracuse. I said, okay, I'll go to Syracuse. So I applied to Syracuse. I did not get in. Of course, they're not going to accept me, but I showed up anyway. Okay, lesson for you kids. Don't take no for an answer. Showed up anyway. Okay. I showed up anyway. What am I going to do about this? I went to the dean. I went and knocked on the dean's door. I said, sir, I'm product of child labor, never finished school, just came back from the Marines, but I'm here and I'm ready to go to work. He didn't hesitate 1 second. Okay, it's an emotional decision. He did not hesitate 1 second. He said, of course. He walked me out front and matriculate this gentleman. Okay, and that's it. You can't turn this kid down. Nobody could turn this kid down. What's a lesson for you kids? If you run into a roadblock, run around it. Don't take no for an answer. You see what's going on here? That is a child gate. That is supposed to stop the kids from climbing a stairway. Okay, you got it, kids? You don't take no for an answer. Okay, we're on a roll here. Now, I love the university just fine, but I'm missing my Marine Corps ways. I want to take the Marine Corps with me. So I joined the active reserve. So I drove tanks going through college. I'll drive any machine there is. On you say tanks, that's not very good. It doesn't fly. I'm a 20-year-old farm kid, and I got 810 horsepower V12. You're starting to figure out who I am. I like machinery, I like power, and I like noise. And I did this kind of thing here, too. The money is rolling in. It's unbelievable how much money I'm rolling in. The money's in the drawers, it's in the mattress, and absolutely everywhere the money rolling in. What's this money stuff? Remember the hay bales? Remember, I'm throwing hay bales for years and years. I'm throwing all these things. And so we say, okay, so what? What are you going to do with the hay bales? A freshman in high school, the rest of the kids, I joined a wrestling team. What the rest of the kids take up weightlifting to get strong. I got 5 years on them, they're not going to catch me. I'm undefeated wrestler for 4 years. Now you get the message how you leverage your past? You take it with you. And you still say, so what? Except I showed up at Syracuse. I'm also a Marine now. And they got a wrestling team. I make the wrestling team as a freshman. And my goodness, it's called room, board, and tuition. So the hay bales are giving me room, board, and tuition at college. Okay. Well, you remember the Marines. It's a GI Bill from the Marines. So the hay bales are doing room, board, and tuition. And the Marines are not talking to the hay bales, so they are paying room, board, and tuition too. You see it? And the tanks and the bulldozers. I'm making 4 times the money I need to go to school. Are you getting some ideas, kids? What you're going to do in life? I got to spend the money on something. Now, don't give me credit for getting the classical Corvette. It's just the one that was around when I got to spend the money. I'll spend the money on this too. Now, there's no space program. There's no space program. I took up this too. Do it right, Story, do it right. Right the first time, right every time. So you see, each one of these playing fields now, I got best practices. I'm going down the road. I'll be the best I can along the way. Okay, big computers at UCLA, the biggest computer in the world. I got there, Western Data Processing Center. And so I was a mechanic on the computers, operator, programmer, assembler, and all. But I'm looking at, quotes, machine intelligence, and I said, how's the brain work? And so, are you going to work? There. Well, no hesitation. Anyway, here's the brain. Computer works this way. How's the brain work? I said, leave it alone, sorry. I can't leave it alone. That's my passion. That's it, folks. I got to keep going. What am I going to do with this? What comes next? The passion leading me forward. I'm going to do the nervous system. So it's a big fork in the road. Shoo, you take a fork in the road, and that's in Pasadena, that fork, but I'll plagiarize it. I need it at the moment. So off to Columbia Neurosurgical Research Lab. I figured this lab out. I am so radically pragmatic at this point, I'm doing stuff the professors can't do. So for the next 4 years, I was an author in every single publication to come out of this laboratory. Well, when I got into medicine, I ended up in trauma surgery because of the human drama and the speed and the checklist and what is going on. It's just crazy. But you know, I've been fixing everything. I've been fixing farm machinery, I've been fixing tanks, I've been fixing everything my whole life, so I might as well fix people that are broken. So that's why I got into this business here too. But oh my goodness, National Academy of Science and NASA putting their heads together, and they want to fly fully trained scientists in space. And I said, my God, the first thing I look is leave me alone. I'm trying to grow up, you know, I'm trying to do something. I try to get this, oh no, this is the best thing I ever do. It'll utilize everything, another big fork in the road, and away we go. So I joined NASA, and I got into spacewalking right away. Spacewalking, you got to do work. Of course, it's work, but it's also the ergonomics of anatomy. So I brought my medicine to spacewalking and the physiology of closed-loop system. What you breathe in that suit and your temperature and all is physiology. So I did get to do the first shuttle spacewalk on Challenger's first flight because I helped design the suit for 12 years. So that's design. So I am designing spacesuits. It's the same spacesuits we use on that. In 1975, I picked up Hubble telescope. I've been with Hubble for 42 years now. They told me to be the doctor who looked after Hubble, to identify every possible failure the telescope can get into and what I do with a spacewalk. So I designed this telescope in terms of serviceability, how I can work on that machine. You know why I got that job. You know why I got that job. Now, I'm going to get ready to go in a water tank here, and it's a way to train for spacewalking. But I use that here to show my family has been involved. That's my daughter, Holly. My family has been involved in absolutely everything that I do. My family. So Andy didn't cover it all. My oldest kid is 57, and I got 7 kids, and my youngest is 10. But remember the lesson. Remember, August 23rd is tomorrow. So, you know, we may continue to roll. It's okay to laugh. You can loosen up. You're ArtCenter. Okay, that's me working on Hubble, the major repair mission. So, but you know, you see the path now. It's one step at a time. You just do something. You keep rolling down the road, what mountain you're going to climb tomorrow. But the lesson is, that little kid didn't know that 50 years after that, he's going to be 400 miles in the air fixing the telescope. See, that's the way life goes. One step at a time. So, and those kind of images, now here I am at ArtCenter, and believe me, I love you. You're my background music. You're my interest in the future. I'm a student here, professor here. Now, yes, it is Earth Day here, but I bring this up because Intel, I have a whole set of absolutely spectacular clients. We raise the bar on each other. I learn from them, they learn from me. I just go to them, and we raise the bar. We get better and better. But this is Intel. Intel asked me to come to them and tell them about the future of the world. I said, I can't do that. You got 300 of the best and brightest people. You want to hear from me, the future of the world. I'll fall on my face. Just come out here, Musgrave, do something. So, to show Intel the future of the world, I created a world. This is my painting. So I felt safer painting my PowerPoints for Intel because, you know, it's hard to criticize an artist. So I came up with these kind of paintings. And so I did a painting that has everything I ever did in life to communicate to them ever-accelerating complexity. So here's Hubble. And so that's a supernova event. It creates the big molecules necessary for life. And that's got my physician, my DNA kind of stuff in there. And here's, of course, my Earth view as a space person. Here is evolution going on. And, of course, the nervous system. There's my nervous system, and there's the electronic systems over there. So everything I ever did in life, and that is my picture. And you all are living in this world. It's ever-accelerating complexity, for better or worse. So more and more electronics and tighter connection between the nervous system, the neurosensory system, and that. So that is a painting, a design that I did for Intel. Now, what do you expect someone in the 80s, a farm kid, to be doing in their 80s? Well, I'm back to doing farming again. Remember, Janice said, do what you're good at, play to your strengths. An incredibly important lesson. You have no weaknesses, kids. You play to your strengths. You play to your passions of what you want to do. I'm a farm kid. I've raised 9,000 palm trees. And I continue to operate heavy equipment. I maintain it myself, too. And these are the kind of landscapes that I produce. That is a landscape. This is your front yard you see right there. So I design landscapes. That is a landscape. I dug the thing, every palm in there I grew. So now this is my daughter. This is my daughter, Little Story. She's much more precocious than I am. But the story of Little Story, I'm not talking about my daughter. I'm talking about you. You take a kid, what kind of experiences do you want to grow them to be a multiple skills? So August 23rd, where are you all going? That's my little 7-year-old. At 7, she had 2 John Deeres, 2 Kubotas. She does this kind of stuff here. That's my little sweetie. Now, and her name is Story Musgrave. She's Story Musgrave, too. I big Story, she little Story. And so times when I'm visiting people who don't know me, at the dinner table or something, I always say hello. I get my phone on and say, Story, what kind of day did you have today? And I say, I love you, Story. And they're worried I'm talking to myself on the phone. That doesn't sound good. Now, people worried about no shoes. They worry about no shoes. Hey, I can't keep shoes on a girl. I put shoes on her when she go out, but she's a no-foot girl, you know. She does that. It's got to be all right. The dog doesn't have shoes on either, so we got to be all right. Now, that's the airplane I fly today. But that, in terms of design, it's an of course. I'm going to teach the airplane at ArtCenter. It's an of course. You see that design and you say, of course. Is it going to do what it's supposed to do? Fly, of course. So, of course, are great words on that kind of thing there. I'm going to teach a little story to fly in that. Now, I work with Virgin Galactic. When they get flying, and when they fly enough to prove their reliability, me and Little Story are going to go into space together on Virgin Galactic. So when they get ready, we'll do that. Okay, kids, that's it. You've got the whole universe before you to explore and to get out there. Jeff said the endless opportunities. You've got a universe, explore it. Continue that quest for me. With your feet solidly on this Mother Earth, with your head and heart in the heavens, you go forward. Continue the quest, being the best you can at everything you do, taking advantage of the opportunities, climb every mountain that you can. And remember, you do it simply because the opportunities are presenting themselves for you. Thank you.
Wow. Story, have you ever been president of a college? All right. Not yet, yeah, exactly, yeah. My days are limited now, yeah. All right, let's get started now. For you, the conferral of the degrees, the announcer will make some brief procedural remarks, and then we will get going.
Ladies and gentlemen, the degrees are conferred in alphabetical order by major, beginning with the graduate programs. followed by the undergraduate programs. When students accept their diplomas, images of their work will be shown on the screens. And now we begin with graduate art.
Good afternoon, good morning, not sure. The following group of artists I have a special attachment to. By the way, I'm Jason Smith. I'm currently the chair of grad art. The following group of artists I have a special attachment to, as it was this group of artists that entered the grad art program when I began first as associate chair and now chair of the grad art program. I know this group of artists, both as artists and as people, better than any group of students I've worked with as a faculty member or as a chair here at ArtCenter for the past almost 11 years. I've learned a great deal from them, and I admire them all. It also happens to be the case, at least in my opinion, that this is the strongest cohort of artists I've seen pass through the program in some time. And so I'm sure there's no connection, but I'm happy to be able to make that observation. So I'm very proud of them all, and I'm also equally sad to see them go. But I also know that they will not simply go, but will leave the program and make incredible work for the next few decades, 5, 6 decades, maybe until their 80s. I also know that they'll be joining a very distinguished group of grad art alumni and ArtCenter alumni, and I'm very happy to have that relationship with them going forward, and I look forward to the work they are going to make now and in the future. So on behalf of grad art, the grad art department, and my co-chairs, both current and former, that is to say Diana Thader and Bruce Hanley, I am delighted and honored to confer the degree of Master of Fine Art on the following group of artists. So first will be Hannah Boone. A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the sculptures and installations of Hannah Boone, which draw from and critique themes and formal qualities of domesticity, accessories, garnish, and the culinary arts. Congratulations, Hannah. Shingo Francis. Shingo Francis works in painting, video, and installation. His work explores the perceptual experience of color and light, as well as the intersection of digital media and painting. Congratulations, Shingo. Delbar Shabazz. Delbar's work addresses patriarchy and its psychological effects on society through metaphor. Her work affirms that culture and history are key elements that create margins of resistance to the power that structures our lives. Congratulations, Delbar. Adam Stamp. Adam Stamp makes objects, pictures, and installations that respond to urban and exhibition spaces. Undulating between humor and malaise, he works through themes of heartbreak and desire, failure and aspiration, gifts, hidden labor, and the agency, or lack thereof, of cultural production. Congratulations, Adam. Elliot Yasamura. Elliot works in media ranging from narrative writing and photography to performance art, most of which focus on post-war veteran experiences. Congratulations, Elliot. Aziz Yunus. Aziz Yunus's work investigates the possibilities of contemporary portraiture through the medium of painting, examining modalities of selfhood and its presentation, as well as its erasure, in a world saturated with technically produced imagery of faces and bodies. Congratulations, Aziz. And finally, Hannah Yu. Hannah Yu's sculptural installations draw together video, found materials, sound, and smell in order to explore themes of labor, precarity, and identity in a global capitalist world. Congratulations, Hannah.
Graduate Environmental Design.
Good morning. I'm David Makarski, the Chair of Graduate Environmental Design, and I am very proud to present our candidates for a Master's of Science in Environmental Design. And we're also celebrating our first semester in our brand new graduate studios, which is fantastic. Okay. Wei-Young Cheng comes to us from Taiwan University of Science and Technology, where he studied industrial design. His graduate thesis, Alt Options, is a new furniture system designed for the millennial market that will basically address small living spaces while providing great flexibility, adaptivity to the user, and changing needs, transforming into stools, to chairs, to tables, to surfaces, to storage. Jiu Jiang received a Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture from Shanghai Zhejiang University. Her project, Girl on the Move, addresses the important issues of educating girls from migrant farmers coming to urban Shanghai for a new life. Girls on the Move is designed as a holistic community, educating an entire family that includes a residence, a school, and a training center. Junyu? Jong-Soo Kim has a degree from NYU, where he earned a BFA in studio arts. His furniture, Sai, defines the relationship between the living and dining spaces and is comprised of a small single-seater sofa system, Hana, and a table with trays called Sum. The collection promotes both individual and collective activities, making the living, dining room, an approachable and a more versatile space for materials. And one amazing craftsman. Winning Liang. Winning is from Guangzhou, China. She has a degree in environmental design from Hebei Institute of Fine Arts. Her thesis, Living Room, the Third Room, is a radical intervention in a former flour factory, redesigning for the young working class community in Shenzhen. Her concept is developed around a new kind of social gathering space conceived of a vertical lantern of social interaction. Winning. Akash Patel hails from Mumbai, earned his Bachelor of Design degree in product design from Raffles Design International in Mumbai. His thesis, Akash explored the most fundamental meanings of shelter and how that applies to the contemporary construct to live a more intrusive life in a form of sereness and a domestic environment, looking for a sense of calm and a sense of focus. Akash? Yoshi Sakara, undergraduate diploma in industrial design from Mears Institute of Design in Pune, India. Her project, Soul, and a new restaurant concept conceived for San Francisco dining market. It expresses the holistic trend of dining alone. Soul builds a sensorial connection with food by dining solo mindfully. Yoshi? Sutong Wang received her industrial design at Kafa University in Beijing. She has designed a collection of furniture called Picturesque. This is inspired by Chinese landscape painting, interpreting the essential elements of 2D composition, color, and space as engaging physical objects with spatial intentions to develop materials and textures. A beautiful line of furniture. Roshi. Roshi Rang essentially designed industrial design degree from Georgia Institute of Technology. Her project, Take Me Away, is a furniture collection comprised of chairs, side tables, floor lamps, and an intimate corner that takes you away into an intimate reality to embrace a serene, ethereal moment with your dreams and memories. Wu Wang graduated from Chinese Academy of Art in Hangzhou, China, with a BA in architecture. His thesis is focused on spatial therapy. It examines the rise in mental illness in millennials. To address this, he has designed a mental wellness hotel located in Palm Springs that investigates and targets sensorial hospitality service to millennials suffering from anxiety and depression. Yi? Jungwa Wu comes to us from Seoul, South Korea, where she studied a BA degree in architecture and Yonsei University. Her thesis, We Stay, is about the next phase of co-living and co-staying, evolving into a new paradigm for shared space by the next generation of nomads who value interaction, engagement over ownership. Joan?
Graduate film.
Hi everyone, I'm Ross Lamanna, chair of the graduate and undergraduate film departments, and I'm very delighted to present our candidates for Master of Fine Arts in Film. First, D'Angelo Vintez McCornell. D'Angelo received his bachelor's degree in Business Management and International Marketing from Kent State University. At ArtCenter Grad Film, he co-directed a spec commercial for Oreo with his brother Martel, which got them agency representation. They also made a spec fashion film for Dolce & Gabbana and a short documentary film filmed in Ghana, Africa. After graduation, D'Angelo plans to expand his Next Level Brothers brand with Martel by making impactful films and commercials. Come on up. Haonan Wang. Haonan received a bachelor's degree from film from the University of Miami. At ArtCenter, he specialized in directing and cinematography. Among his many accomplished productions, he worked on the camera crew for a short film, Shop of Eternal Life, which won a Directors Guild of America award. After graduating, he'll continue pre-production on a feature film he will direct in China. Congratulations.
Thanks, bye.
Graduate Industrial Design.
Hello, I'm Andy Ogden, and I have the privilege to chair the Graduate Industrial Design program and to introduce our candidates for the Master of Science in Industrial Design. Gina Omgukian received the Bachelor of Science in Engineering Science and Mechanics with a concentration in biomechanics from Virginia Tech. Her thesis work, titled Playmaker, is the design of a new brand and business that offers a holistic approach to sports wellness for young athletes. The Playmaker system employs wearable sensors, an online network of services that connects players, parents, therapists, and coaches to work together on the optimal health of each athlete. Please join me in congratulating Gina Omgukian. Jeff Lynne received the Bachelor of Science in Architecture from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. His thesis work envisions an innovative news network for a growing audience of young professionals that get their news on mobile devices and expect to navigate the depth of their experiences. Pivotal News offers a cinematic look and feel produced by a network of trained, independent reporters ready to rapidly capture and produce world events with drone camera technology and a unique authoring system. Please join me in congratulating Jeff Lynne.
Graduate Media Design Practices.
Hello, my name is Ann Burdick. I'm the chair of Media Design Practices. I'm happy to say that today I'm wearing open-toed shoes and pants. We've come a long way, Jan. Okay, in order to receive a degree in media design, candidates must successfully complete a thesis comprised of the following: a project or body of work, a web-based and physical exhibition of that work, and a thesis paper. As part of their coursework, today's graduates come from our lab track or our field track. Lab track students work with experts in science, technology, and culture, and field track students, which participate with UNICEF in Kampala, Uganda, and the field track's a collaboration with Design Matters. It's my honor to introduce to you the candidates who have successfully completed the requirements for a Master of Fine Art in Media Design. To Joshua Bookman, who holds a Bachelor of Arts in English and American Literature from Brandeis University, for a lab track thesis called Retempering Knowledge, which investigates the experience of everyday things, cooking, ice cream, language, in a post-internet culture. Congratulations, Josh. To Lee Cody, who holds a Bachelor of Fine Art in Photography from California College of Arts, for his lab track thesis, An Algorithm for Living In, whose 3D interfaces reveal the algorithms embedded in pervasive systems. Congratulations, Lee. To Shavish Photodar, who holds a Bachelor of Engineering in Electrical and Electronics Engineering from Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University, for N-Body, a lab track thesis that investigates what happens when the human body acts as a physical avatar for a non-human virtual robotic form. Congratulations, Shavish. To Chao Huang, who holds a Bachelor of Design in Commercial Design from National Taiwan University of Science and Technology, for her lab track thesis, Olfactory Grammar, which uses the sense of smell to resist surveillance, data leakage, and memory degradation. Congratulations, Chao. To Amanda Jensen, who holds a Bachelor of the Arts in Communication Design from California State University, Chico, for a field track thesis titled Bar of the Resistance, a training environment for raising consumer awareness and enabling devout beer craftivists to resist corporate capitalism. Congratulations, Amanda. To Hui Li, who holds a Bachelor of Arts in Visual Communication Design from Tsinghua University for Stick Plus, a lab track thesis that begins with the most ancient elementary object of all, the stick, and explores the role it can play as a platform to support aging users' physical limitations in an electronically mediated environment. Congratulations, Hui. To Qing Liu, who holds a Bachelor's of Architecture from South China University of Technology, for a lab track thesis called, in short, Mixed Reality, a series of studies that combine real and virtual crowds to examine what it means to be alone and to be together. Congratulations, Qing. To Christine Minders, who holds a Master of Arts in Psychology from Pepperdine University and a Bachelor of Arts in International Affairs from George Washington University, for the lab track thesis, Feminist AI Projects Revisited, which questions the disembodied mind posited by early explorations of symbolic artificial intelligence, replacing it with an AI informed by collaborative female embodiment. Christine has been awarded the MDP Postgraduate Fellowship to continue this work. Congratulations, Christine. To Jade Milan, who holds a Bachelor of Fine Art in Graphic Design from the School of Visual Arts, for a lab track thesis titled Lossless Encounters, which offers a glimpse into the gap between so-called lossless digital storage and the mind's altering of reality through natural decay. Congratulations, Jade. To RJ Sakai, who holds a Bachelor of Arts in Graphic Design and Cultural Anthropology from Hampshire College, whose field track thesis, Urban Power Plays, allows civil servants to physically model the governmental system that determines how they work to enable conversation about the processes by which cities are shaped. RJ's been awarded the ArtCenter Honors Term to continue his development as a designer. Congratulations, RJ. To Anjali Sethi, who holds a Bachelor of Arts in Emerging Media Communication from the University of Texas at Dallas, for her field track thesis called Awareness Apparel, which uses AHIMSA, the Jane Knowledge System of Nonviolence, as a framework for design and encourages people to think about the ingrained knowledge systems they rely upon every day. Congratulations, Anjali. And lastly, but not least, to Shay Wang, who holds a Bachelor of Arts in Humanities and Social Science, Cultural Studies, and a minor in Anthropology from National Tsinghua University, for the lab track thesis Intersensing, Interface or Sense, a context-based gestural language that constitutes a learning system between human and machine. Congratulations, Shay.
Graduate Transportation Systems and Design.
Good morning, everyone, and congratulations to all graduating students. My name is Jeff Wardle, and I'm the Executive Director of the Graduate Transportation Systems and Design Program. So today, I'm delighted and honored to present to you two candidates for the Masters of Science degree in Graduate Transportation Systems and Design. First, Kunwa Walia. Kunwa entered our program already with a master's degree in design. He collects master's degrees, apparently, from the Indian Institute of Technology in Guwahati in Assam, India being his home country. Kunwa's thesis reflects his capacity for reviewing and analyzing immensely complex systems, in this case, the logistics industry surrounding the import and export of container freight. Specifically, Kunwa has focused on significantly improving the efficiency of clearing containers through the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach, using existing and anticipated infrastructure to improve short-haul truck drayage. Los Angeles will be a better place for many to live. This has been a spectacularly tough thesis to take on because of the many conflicting vested interests in the ports and logistics industry. Congratulations, Kunwa. John Britton. John is from Lafayette, California, by way of New York City, and came into our program with a prior degree in English literature from the University of Oregon. John's thesis discusses the relevance of broader social research to inform current and future mobility. At the dawn of the driverless car era, John articulates the lack of social research perspectives which could lead to idealized visions of mobility that have been historically problematic. He then pursues a design ethnography in Los Angeles' Echo Park to help inform the autonomous vehicle in re-urbanizing environments. John considers bottom-up methods that could aid in sustainable mobility futures and much better senses of community. Apart from his inclination to have been a leader and mentor to some of his fellow students, John has also played the valuable role in the program of questioning and challenging many of the assumptions that are commonplace in a technocentric community. Congratulations, John. Thank you.
We will now begin the undergraduate degree presentation with advertising.
Hi everyone, I'm Gary Goldsmith, Chair of Advertising, and I am extremely pleased to present our candidates for a Bachelor of Fine Arts.
Louis G. Chang with honors. Jack Chen. Willie Choi. Wyatt Hunt. Hanul Kim. Caesar Marin Jr. Entertainment Design.
So hello, I'm Guillaume Moretos. I'm the chair of Entertainment Design. I'm very proud of that little group here. It's an honor for me to present the candidates for a Bachelor of Science in Entertainment Design.
Chien Kong Chen with honors. Nicholas Fung with honors. Travis Hahn. Santiago Ibarra. Maxim Kozhevnikov with honors. David Kwan. Liam McDonald with honors. Chase Nickel with honors. Zijing Jerry Zhu. Christina Yang with honors. Leah Yu. Genji Yu. Lucas Sung with distinction. Environmental design.
Back again. This time we're going to present the candidates with a Bachelor of Science in Environmental Design. It's really great forward thinking, and if you haven't had a chance to see their exhibition, they've got some great VR and wonderful interactive work. So,
Alexandra Akapova. Samantha Chu with honors. Matthew Heinzler with distinction and a Design Matters concentration. Benia with distinction, certificates of completion in the Coaquam, Safe Niños, and Pacific Rim projects in a Design Matters concentration. Jessica Rovanio with a certificate of completion in the Pacific Rim project. Leo Su with distinction and a certificate of completion in the Test Lab Berlin project. Belinda Wu with honors and a certificate of completion in the Test Lab Berlin project. Film.
Hi, we have to stop meeting like this. Anyway, I'm very delighted to present our candidates for Bachelor of Fine Art in Film.
Aaron Bensid with honors. Guillermo Casarin with honors. Natalie Alexandra Dominguez. Devin Catherine John with honors. Mu King Lee. Martell McCornell Next Level Brothers. Derek Mitchell. Alex Orea. Kevin Ronka with honors. Han Kimmy Wu. Ivy Yuan. Fine art.
I'm Tom Nechtel. I'm the chair of the undergraduate fine art department, and the faculty of fine art are incredibly proud of these young artists.
Isaac Barrios with honors. Holly Marie Ebert Bowman with honors. Rebecca Gerton with honors. Lee Nasham. Elliot Eames Sarinen with distinction. Kate Kasat Tatsumi with honors. Graphic design.
Good day. I'm Nick Hafermas. I'm the chair of the undergraduate and the brand new graduate graphic design program. And you can tell how proud I am to present to you today's 37 candidates for the Bachelor of Fine Art in Graphic Design.
Ibrahim Alpinati.
Bring it on.
Ibrahim. Joaquin Alfonso Alanis with honors. Ibrahim Althawadi. Susie On with distinction. Jordan Bogash. Ya Ching Chang with honors and with a certificate of completion in the INSEAD program. Elaine Chow with honors. Jenny Yihan Shen with honors. Daniel Yixian Chen. Ophelia Chu with honors. Uni Choi with honors. Thomas Choi. Brian Chu with honors. Yoonji Do. Juan Andres Helt. Somin Huang. Jesus Jacobo with honors in a Design Matters and Concentration. Yuna Zhang. Shuwei Jiang. Jeanette Suying Kang with a certificate of completion in the Test Lab Berlin project. Alex Casper with honors. Andrew Kim. Chloe Soyoon Kim. Fanmin Kong with distinction. Christine Lai with honors. J.Q. Lim with honors. Juan Carlo Miaro with honors. Jonathan Nishida with honors. Franco Ocampo with a certificate of completion in the Test Lab Berlin project. Kimberly Ong with honors. Ruben Andres Ramirez. Michael Rosales with a Design Matters concentration. Jasvir Sidhu with honors. Froyo Tam. Brittany Tang with honors. Illustration.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Anne Field. I'm Department Chair of Illustration, and it is my honor to present the candidates for Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration. This is a group who are actively redefining, or defining, shall I say, the new frontiers of what it means to be an illustrator. Please see their work. They're wonderful.
Aisha Elkenai with honors. Susan Babakan. Jenna Jonyong Bay. Ian Jung Bong with honors. Lauren Danae Bremner with honors. Dylan Carson. Janice Chang with honors and a certificate of completion in the London Ancient Modern Project. Jacqueline Chow with honors. Ling Chen. Donnie Chong. Benjamin Chu with honors and a certificate of completion in the New Berlin Collective Project. Alejandra Fernandez with honors and a certificate of completion in the New Berlin Collective Project. Elizabeth Fuselia. Melissa Himawan. Ashley Hinkle. Amber Jackson with a certificate of completion in the New Berlin Collective Project. Celia Jacobs with distinction and a certificate of completion in the London Ancient Modern Project. Yi Ji Zhang. Hyeon Jung Ji. Saba Joshakwani with honors. Brian Kang. Akemi Ki with distinction. Liz Un-Sol Kim. Grace Kim. Jamie Soo-hyun Kim with honors. Sung Hyun Kim with honors. Belle Ariam Lee. Hyo-yin Lee with honors. Ye Lim Lee. Faustine Lynne. Lydia Liu. Christina Wu Martin. Ben Nichols with honors. Brian No. Christine Truffles No. Avalon Francis Nuovo with distinction and a certificate of completion in the London Ancient Modern Project. Hugh O with honors. Kanish Syriakis Palathingal. So-Yan Park with honors. Kristen Sinakis. Bryant Santa Maria with honors. Madeline Saunders with honors. Sean Shen. Mei Song. Kristen Stain, with certificates of completion in the head-to-toe Berlin and in the London Ancient Modern projects. Bai Song Tang. Joshua Ario Tajojo. Kristen Shoshia Yang. Shijia Yu. Interaction Design.
Good afternoon. My name is Mariana Matulo. I'm the Vice President of Design Matters, and it is my distinct honor today, and on behalf of our Interaction Design Chair, Maggie Henry, who could not join us, to present the sole candidate for a Bachelor of Science in Interaction Design.
Binji Jim with honors and a Design Matters concentration. Photography and Imaging.
Good afternoon. It is my honor and distinct pleasure to be able to introduce to you the candidates for a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in photography and imaging. This is a great group. We will miss them.
Natalie Chen. Talia Deckel with honors. Megan Nicole Elmasian. Lisa Kim. Madison Krieger. James Erickson Lee. Elizabeth Gonzalez with honors. Christina Mia Morales. Crystal Ramirez. Christopher Stoltz. Esther Sutanto with distinction. Christian Vayette. Product Design.
Good afternoon. I'm Karen Hoffman. I'm the chair of product design, and it is my absolute honor to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in product design.
Ellie Cho. Eamon Demirji. Ian Dowling. Cheng Fu with honors. Jonathan Shang. Krista Humphrey with distinction. Kelsey Kristesky with honors. Zhu Xia Li with honors. Joseph Lee. Bernard Mitchell with distinction. Jeff Smith with honors and with a certificate of completion in the INSEAD program. Akanan Sumayo. Transportation design.
Hi, I'm Stuart Reed, Chair of Transportation Design, and I'm really proud of this group. We have 12 amazing candidates for a Bachelor of Science degree in Transportation Design. I hope you can see their work right next to the student gallery at Hillside this afternoon.
Danny Chang. Johnny Youngjung Cho. Dai Wook Jung. Rick Wyrick Jung. Gyudong Kim. Jai Sung Kim. Bayoung Jun Lee. Jaden Lee. Thokozani Mbana. Shin. Kyu Ho Son. Eric Sun. Ding Zhen. Ladies and gentlemen, as we approach the end of the graduation ceremony, we ask everyone to please remain seated until all graduates have completed the recessional. After the graduates have exited the auditorium, you can meet them on the plaza. Once again, please welcome Dr. Lauren Buckman.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, following this ceremony, I want to invite everyone to visit our graduation show on both campuses to see the extraordinary work assembled by our graduating students. And on that note, it's time for me to confer officially your degrees. So would all the graduates please rise so I could do that? Okay, ready, here we go. All right, this is their moment of truth. Hang on, hang on. It's here, man, the moment's here. On the recommendation of the faculty and on behalf of the trustees of ArtCenter College of Design, it is with great pleasure that I confer upon the spring class of 2017 degrees issued here today with all the rights and privileges and honors pertaining thereto, and given under the seal of the college at Pasadena by the authority vested in the trustees by the state of California on April 22nd, 2017. Congratulations, you're there. Thank you, and that concludes our graduation ceremony.